How you doing, people? Robert here, aka Robess, Anti-Corruption Scotland. I'm going to do a video, right? And this video is based in frustration. I'm watching what's happening all over the so-called country with these protests, these marches, and the way people are being treated in the streets. Now, I want to be clear, people. Scottish government, United Kingdom government, and any government or corporations, they're hiding behind fictitious masks, fictitious offices. Now, corporations can never be sovereign. The men and women representing these corporations don't have rights and they can never be sovereign. They're hiding behind a corporate mask. They're enforcing civil law, statutes, acts, right? And this has to be dealt with. When people are being pulled up the street for waving a flag with a United Kingdom symbol on it, they're doing nothing wrong. These men in green uniforms are officers, corporate employees, and what they're doing is enforcing policies, statutes and acts, which is no law, right? And people have been indoctrinated to believe that these are criminal law. They're an infraction of a rule. Corporations can never make a law because they have to go to the law contract and to compel performance from an individual man or woman, no person, man or woman. There has to be a commercial agreement or a contract. And these have to be produced in any court of law, right? But the court systems is corrupt as the police system, the council system and the government system. When people are walking in the street and 4 or 5 men in green or women in green uniforms acting as corporate employees grab these people, twist their arms up their back and falsely arrest them, they're breaking the law. They're acting out of bias and they're committing crimes against the sovereign people. And this is what people have to wake up. People stand, shouting, bawl and moan about somebody being arrested. Video that and everybody go to wherever they've been taken and tell them that you are making what they'll call as a complaint, because you can never make a verified claim because this is a corruption in the system to tie you down so you don't get any remedy. This system doesn't have remedy. And as I keep telling you, the only way we're going to get remedy is if we the people remove these politicians. The problem is that people vote these rodents in, right? Rats at the lowest level in. And this is how they're getting away with what they're doing. No man or woman can claim to own the air. No man or woman can claim to own the water. No man or woman can claim to own the lands and put a charge on it. And people don't see this. All they're doing is moaning. Don't moan about it, people. Do something about it. The time is to step up now and take them on. Man to man, man to woman, right? Because there's only a man or a woman acting in capacity as a politician, councillor, government official, police officer, police constable, 2 different jurisdictions. It's so simple, this, people. As I said before earlier in the video, corporations cannot be sovereign. They can never be sovereign. They only exist in paper, the same as a person. A person only exists in paper. And every statutory legislation states person. This is where the people have been deceived and tricked, and people have to wake up, smell the coffee at what's going on. Please, people, pay attention to what you've been told. You have to take direct action. Standing protesting is okay. Awakening people is okay. But there's consequences for these actions because these people are being forced to enforce their will on the people when they have the right to stand in public land, have the right to freedom of speech. Nobody has that right to take that away. You have inalienable and inherent rights. Inalienable means they're your rights. They can't be given to you and they can't be taken to you. But when the people listen to the statutory legislation and these corporate criminals at the highest level in person, that's when you lose your rights. It's like the Human Rights Act. People say my human rights are being breached. That's okay. The person's human rights are being breached. That's why these so-called kangaroo courts can determine if they've been breached or not. They determine it's their rules, their policies, their legislation, and that's why people are getting duped and there is no remedy. Sovereign government is the only remedy. Stop voting for these parasites is the only remedy. Start moving forward direct action and take all your politicians, your MSPs and your MPs on, write to them with a notice of intent to challenge authority and that presumption of authority where they get the right over a sovereign man or woman. You're not a person, people, and I keep telling you that in the videos. I'm sorry I've not been on for a while. I'm just frustrated with what I'm watching. It's diabolical. Then we've got the WHO pandemic treaty. People have to step up to the man and put a stop to this, people. Rishi Sunak, humans are useless. And any politician in power cannot sign over your rights as sovereign people, sovereign men and women. They cannot sign over the rights to the lands. Unless that man is claiming the lands and the people as his property, there's a contract and an obligation, a commercial instrument in place. He has no power or authority, people. And this is where people have to wake up and smell the coffee. I'm quite hostile on this video tonight, and that's the reason why. Because people are being duped right, left and centre. They don't see the plain simplicity of what to do it. You have to take these people on. People get grabbed and their arms twisted up and pulled about and flung off and decked or whatever. You have to put not just a complaint, you have to put a charge of assault, because these people that's doing that in these fake uniforms, corporate employees, are breaking the law, right? They don't have the right to put their hand on anybody, right? You have the right to stand there. You have the right to freedom of speech. You have the right to do what you want to do, as long as you're not committing harm, loss or injury, and that's a fact, people. People have to change their mentality of thinking. People have to really start focusing on what's really going on here. Again, these politicians and everybody in the legal system, legal society, including these so-called Mickey Mouse judges, procurator fiscals, are all corrupt to the core. Police officers, police constables, corrupt to the core. Time for you to step up to the mark, people, and get on with this. Time to put a stop to this. The power lies with the people. The authority lies with the people. And if you want to get that authority and the power, use it to the people's benefit. Let's remove these people and bring these corporations down. They're fleecing everybody, every direction. They're robbing everybody. They're bullying everybody. They're coercing everybody, which is a crime in law, right? No man or woman in a uniform has the right to tell you have public land unless they're claiming it as theirs, right? And you're their property. Other than that, they have no power or authority. And the sooner the numbers come together and put a stop to this, and again, when you see people at these so-called, as you call, protests, I call them lawful gatherings, being assaulted with these characters in clown suits, then you have to go make a criminal complaint in their system just to get a crime reference number and tell them you want these people in uniform arrested for assault. They had no lawful right to put their hand on anybody, especially if they're standing there waving a flag or are saying something that's no racist or biased or threatening. They don't have that right, people. These people in uniforms acting in legal capacity as corporate employees, officers, have no rights. They have duties and obligations to a legal system, legal society, and that's a fact. We the people, the sovereign people, don't have that, right? Everything that they do in this legal system is ab initio, null and void from the start, because it's all based in constructive fraud, identity theft, and abuse of power, misconduct in public office, right? And that carries a 14-year jail sentence. It can be tried in indictment, right? And that's a fact. This is what these people are doing, and we the people, the sovereign people, and you the sovereign people have to put a stop to that, right? And the time starts now. Don't give them the power. Get rid of them. That's the only way forward, people. Okay? I hope you like this information. Please share this information far and wide. And remember this, these rats don't have the power that they're trying to prove they have. They don't, right? Unless you've committed harm, loss or injury, fraud within a lawful contract, property damage, they have no authority, right? Two jurisdictions. And what happens is when you stand back and play in their game and their rules, you become a person and you end up getting surety and liable for anything they don't want to throw at you in the book, okay? Take care, people. Please share this video far and wide. And again, I'll speak soon. Thank you for watching and thank you for letting me be heard. Take care, people. Bye-bye.